Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I am 32 and my wife is 33. We have been married for 8 years and have a 12-year-old son together. She was sent the documentary Dominion by a vegan friend of hers and ever since has said non-vegan food is revolting and refuses to eat it. After a long conversation, I agreed to go vegetarian and be vegan in the house and around her, which she was happy with. She also decided our son should be vegan, which after seeing a dietitian I also agreed with. Things have been fine with this arrangement until a few months ago when I began finding wrappers from non-vegan candy and even burgers from McDonald's in my son's school bag, which he had been buying with chore money. I had a conversation with my son and he confessed he felt lonely and excluded eating vegan around his friends and that they always had much better candy than he did and it wasn't fair. I decided I didn't want him spending his pocket money on snacks and throwing out the vegan snacks we actually bought him instead of buying games, etc. It made no sense. But I also know the way my wife feels about non-vegan products. So I began buying my son what he wanted on our way to football practice instead. Long story short, my wife recently found out what has been going on and completely flipped out. She called me an animal abuse enabler and a few other names and said I was corrupting our son. Now she's not speaking to me. Our son panicked and told her I had bought the snacks for him and he didn't know they weren't vegan. I don't blame him for that. He just doesn't want to be in trouble with the mum. I think the dad did the right thing though, because you can't force your kid to be something that he doesn't want to be. You know, like, it's so stupid. Okay. Like, being vegan, being vegetarian, that's your own choice. Is it the son's choice? I don't even think it was the son's choice for him to be like, yeah, I want to be vegan. It's more like he doesn't want to make his parents mad because both his parents are vegan. I don't think you should ever force your kid to be vegan just because you are. Like, let them have a choice. Like, the freaking wife literally ate meat before she became vegan. Like, don't force someone to eat something that they don't even want to eat. Holy. I can't believe the mum thinks like that. You know, I can't believe she would like flip out just because her son ate something that's not vegan. Parenting gone wrong, seriously. Jeez. This is why vegans have such a bad rep. Because of people like this. Backstory, I have a Japanese name even though I am not ethnically Japanese. My mum is Korean and my dad is British. They met and fell in love while studying in Japan and had me there after marrying. We lived there until I was 14 before moving to the States. This will be important later on. Today, a group of my roommate's friends came over to study with her and I happened to be in the living room when they arrived. They were introducing themselves to me and when I said my name, I have a pretty common Japanese girl name, so it's pretty hard to be mistaken about the origin. And one of the girls made a disgusted face and laughed at me saying that was so dumb. She said that she was Japanese American and I was culturally appropriating her country as a white person. I tried to explain that I lived in Japan for a while and that was why, but she kept insisting I was lying and that if I was telling the truth, I would be able to speak the language. Since she put it like that, I started talking to her in Japanese, basically explaining where I lived there and asking which prefecture her parents were from, etc. She ends up stuttering through a sentence in an awkward manner before leaving in a huff. That's freaking embarrassing. She was like, you can't have that name because you're not Japanese. And I'm Japanese, so I'm freaking offended. But I don't know Japanese even though I'm Japanese. But I'm just offended you have a Japanese name. Like, what the hell, girl? Later, my roommate told me I embarrassed her by pretending to be more Japanese than an actual Japanese person and appropriating the culture. And her friend expected an apology. My roommate doesn't think I did anything wrong, but now I feel bad. Pretending to be Japanese than an actual Japanese person. Excuse you. The nationality is Japanese, so this person is Japanese. Like how I say I'm Australian because I'm born in Australia, right? Like if someone asks me where I'm from when I go to another country, I'm gonna be like, I'm Australian. Embarrassing for the Japanese American friend because she couldn't even speak an actual sentence without stuttering. All the while being mad at someone being born in Japan and having a Japanese name. Like, alright. You're interesting. Maybe you're just a bit insecure that you can't speak Japanese and you're mad about it. I think that's why. How embarrassing. Just embarrassed herself. I wonder how she feels. She was like, my wife and I have 3 kids, 12, 10 and 8. She's in a constant state of overwhelm and very easily irritated, constantly complaining about how it's all too much. I'm of course happy to help and do my fair share for the kids or household, but it's never enough because her standards are too damn high. She insists one of us has to be up at 6:45 every morning to make sure the kids are ready and make the bus, which comes at 7:45. I told her they're old enough to not need that much help already. They can all dress themselves and pour themselves cereal and milk. There's no reason we have to be up. She says that cereal isn't a good enough breakfast. They need something more substantial, especially the 12-year-old. and that the 10-year-old has ADHD and would definitely struggle without help in the morning. And anyway, she wants to see them off and kiss them goodbye for the day. So she gets up. I don't. Then she gets upset that I never give her a morning off when all she needs to do is take the morning off when she wants and let the kids handle themselves. Okay, that's stupid. But okay, looks like he doesn't care about his kids at all. Also, she's super strict about screen time during the week and is exhausted and snappy from arguing about it with the kids and upset I don't support her strict limits of 2 hours a day. I say as long as homework is done, why not until bed? She says it's not healthy for them. They need to play outside or with games and toys, read some books and just entertain themselves in more ways than one. I agree they should enjoy other things, but not seeing why we have to make such a rigid limit. She also likes to get out on weekends and do stuff like zoos, museums, etc. But then complains about the planning for the outing and how grouchy the youngest gets by the end of it. And again, I say let's just chill at home and voila, you've cut the work. I'm an engaged and active parent. I'm not trying to get out of it, but I don't think I should have to help my wife dig herself out of her own self-created holes. She creates the stress for herself and then turns to me to alleviate it, which I think is unfair. Am I the asshole for telling her she needs to do less and then she won't need this level of help? Bro, I think your wife is trying to parent your kids so your kids grow up well. The way that you want to parent your kids are going to be spoiled brats and they're not going to listen to you. If you don't give kids limits, you don't set boundaries, they're going to grow up and they're not going to listen. And your wife is trying to create memories with them while they're still young, not just stay at home every single day. Because what the hell are they going to remember when they grow up? Oh, my parents never took me out. So yeah, you are the asshole for not even wanting to support her and help her in any way. Jeez. I'm an engaged and active parent, but all you suggest is just let the kids play on their iPads and iPhones. Just stay home and let the kids play on the computer. And yeah, just let the kids do this. Just let the kids make their own breakfast. They can do whatever they want. Like, they got this. They're already adults. Seriously, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. Engaged and active. I see. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.